Hello guys, welcome you all in my YouTube channel Tech with Rakesh. I hope you all are safe in this COVID-19 pandemic. Today in front of you I came with new tutorial PPAP. So from this tutorial today you will get a brief idea about the PPAP. What is the PPAP? Why we use PPAP? What is the purpose of PPAP? What are the benefits of PPAP? So all these queries will be discussed today. So let's start. PPAP. It stands for Production Part Approval Process. So we will know what is PPAP. PPAP, a standard used to formally reduce risk prior to product or service releasing in a team-oriented manner using well-established tools and technique. It means that before supplying any product to customer, you are reducing its risk levels regarding product quality and capacity meeting. Initially, this PPAP document was developed by AIAG, means Auto Industry Action Group, in 1993 with the help of three big automotive companies, Ford, Chrysler and GM Motors. Earlier PPAP was limited to automotive industries but now has been used by many different industries also. Here we will discuss about the purpose of PPAP. PPAP provide evidence that all customer engineering design records and specification requirements are properly understood by the organization. Before supplying any product to the customer, supplier should be known very well about the customer's engineering design about the product and specification requirements of the product. It also demonstrates that the capacity of the supplier. Customer also knows that supplier is able to supply their product without any interference or not. These are the purpose of the PPAP. When PPAP is required, when you are going for new product production, then you have to submit the PPAP to the customer. Engineering changes. When you are going to change some engineering design in previous design, so you have to take approval from the customer, then you have to submit the PPAP. Tooling transfer, replacement, refurbishment or additional anything. You are going to change any tool which is not approved by the customer, then you have to submit the PPAP. Correction of discrepancy. When you are going to improve the quality of the product, doing some changes, some correction, then you have to submit the PPAP. Tooling inactive. When tooling is inactive more than 1 year, then you have to submit the PPAP. Change to optional construction or material. When you are going to change your raw material, either it can be from different source also. When you are going to change it also sources of material, then you have to submit the PPAP. Changing in part processing. When you are changing your process, then you have to inform by submitting the PPAP to the customer. When you are changing your plant production location, suppose earlier you was producing your product at X location, now you are producing your product at Y location, then also you have to inform the customer and you have to submit the PPAP. PPAP is required with any significant changes to product or process. Benefits of PPAP submission. What are the benefits? It helps to maintain design integrity. Suppose that customer has given some designs to the suppliers. Is it very well understood by the supplier or not? It helps to know about these things. Identifies issues early for resolution. Reduce warranty charges and prevents cost of poor quality. Assists with managing supplier changes. Prevents use of unapproved or non-conforming parts. Identifies suppliers that need more development. Improves the overall quality of the product and customer satisfaction also. Official PPAP requirements. What are the requirements of the PPAP? Say that PPAP is a set of documents all information regarding product quality and their capacity all are combined in a set of documents, and those set of documents are called official PPAP documents. So now 18 official PPAP documents are available. So you can go through this 1 to 18. First is design record, second is authorized engineering changing documents, customer engineering approval if required, design failure modes and effect analysis, process flow diagram, PFME process failure mode effect analysis, control plan, measurement system analysis, dimensional result, records of material or performance test result, initial process studies, qualified laboratory documentation, appearance approval report, sample production part, master sample, checking aids, customer specific requirements, part submission warrant. It is important, part submission warrant. So later we will discuss what is part submission. PPAP submission level. There are 18 documents we have already discussed in PPAP. So how you have to submit these all documents to the customer? That they have designed a certain levels. You have to pass it through the certain levels to submit all the documents to the customer. So in level 1, first you have to submit production warrant and appearance approval report if applicable submitted to the customer. In second level, production warrant, product sample and dimensional results submitted to the customer. In third level, production warrant, product sample and complete supporting documents to the submitted customer. In level 4, product warrant and other requirements as defined by the customer. If suppose customer has additional requirement to submit again, then you have to submit. In level 5, including production warrant, product sample, complete supporting data, it can be also reviewed by the customer at the manufacturing location of the supplier. PPAP submission level table. This is the level of PPAP submission. So according to this table, you have to go through the submission of PPAP. Here in left side, all documents have been listed, and in right side, levels has been listed. So at which level, which documents you have to submit has been defined. So when you will go through the level 1, here RS has been written. So what stands R? R means supplier shall retain at appropriate location and make readily available to the customer upon request. When R is written means that document you have to make ready. You have to keep this record at a certain location. When customer will ask, then you have to submit. Where S is written means you have to submit those documents at that level to the customer. In level 2, RS also written. So R and S we already understood. In third level also RS. In level 4, a star. Supplier shall retain at appropriate location and submit to customer upon request. So when customer will ask you to submit those documents, then you have to submit. Otherwise, you did not require to submit. At level 5, also written RS. So already we knew what is the meaning of RS. Yes, here we will discuss the level of risk. How many types of risks are available in the industry? There are 3 types of risk. Risk has been categorized in 3 types. High risk. Those risks are considered in high risk which have multiple critical features regarding complex design or high-end technology that is not yet established in general manufacturing environment. Medium risk. That part is considered in medium risk which have at least one critical features, and low risk which have no any critical features, that is considered in low risk. Here we will discuss which level is required for which product. So when you are going for new product, then you have to submit level 2 PPAP submission level 2 to low risk. When part have low risk, then you will go for submission level 2 to the new product. When you will go for level 3, it means that you have high risk, then you have to submit level 3. When part changes, when you are going for changing any parts, then you have to pass it through the level 3 submission. Supplier quality excellence will define the level requirement for all other changes. Here is one important thing is that customer reserves the right to redefine the submission level required. Customer have right that he will decide which level you have to submit the PPAP. So he reserves this right. So it is not important that you have to submit till 3 level for high risk parts. If he decided that you have to submit till 5, then you have to pass it through the level 5 PPAP submissions. After submission of PPAP to the customer will give some status. It can be also approved, it can be also in an interim approval, it can be rejected. When customer approve a status gives, then you can supply your product to the customer without any interference. When he gives the status of interim approval, then you will supply your product to the customer till limited time of period or certain piece quantity basis also. When he reject, when your product is not meeting the customer satisfaction level, then he can reject this PPAP level. Production quantities may not be shipped before customer approval. So without approval, you are not authorized to submit any product. Here we will discuss about production warrant. We see that in every level of submission, production warrant was there. So what is production? We will discuss here. Production warrant. Production warrant is generally you can say that when you are going to submit your all documents, then you are agreeing that this specification related to product or quality or whatever else has been decided by the customer is meeting your level. So in this production warrant, it is signed by supplier that you are authenticating your product quality and its capacity, production capacity. So here we will know what is it. Production warrant. Document required for all newly tooled or revised product in which the supplier confirms that inspection and test on production part shows conformance to NCR requirements. Objective or purpose. Why we use production warrant? What is its objective? Document part approval. Provide key information. It provides key information. Declare that the parts meet a specification. And here you are declaring that your product is meeting all specification of the requirement of the customer. When to use it? Prior to shipping production part. Before shipping the production part, you have to submit the production warrant to the customer. Now here we will see production warrant in closed look. What is written actually in production warrant? So when you will go through this picture, in right corner, in left side right corner, in top left right corner, is company logo, and here is part name which you are going to supply. You have to write here part name. Here you have to write the part number of customer which is shown on drawing number. Here you have to write supplier part number. Here engineering drawing changes level. If happened, if customer have any changes in drawing, then you have to written here the engineering drawing changes level and which date drawing has been changed. Additional engineering changes, if any additional engineering changes has been done, then you have to write here also at which date it has been. Safety related government regulation, you have to write here yes or no. Purchase order, what is purchase order, weight of product, checking aids, engineering change level, and dated it is optional. When customer requests you to, then you have to write here. Here is supplier manufacturing information. You have to give the information about the supplier. Supplier name, supplier code, supplier address. So everything you have to write about the suppliers. And this side is you have to give the information of customer where you are going to ship the product. So at shipping location will be written here. Who is your buyer? Who is your customer? What is his buyer code? So everything will be written here. And main thing is that reason for submission. Why you are going to submitting this warrant sum? In when you are going for engineering change, when you are going for a new product, when you are going for changing the location, everything is mentioned here. Just you have to tick while requested submission level. Here are the levels at which level you are going to submit. Level 1, 2, 3, 4. In every level you have to submit the production warrant. So at which level you are submitting this production warrant, at level 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have to mention here. Submission result. Submission result, dimensional measurement, material and functional test, appearance oriented. So what is the result of submission? So you have to also mention here, is it dimensional or material and functional test, appearance criteria. So you have to mention here, and here you have to mention declare that those information has been given or written or submitted documents yourself to that is meeting the customer specification. So your authorized signatory will sign here and it will be written here his mail ID. So it proves that you have agreed the customer's requirements. So this is the closure look of production warrant. Thank you. I request you all to please subscribe this channel if you have not subscribed, and hit the bell icon to get the notification of further my video.